Hello everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live for the week. This is my midweek escape and thanks for joining me. I apologize for the delay. I went to go live and my phone just died, so I just kept putting off charging it and I completely forgot about it. So that's what happened, and then when it dies, it just takes so long to, like, you feel like it takes so long to try to start up again. It was just not starting up, and so we're back online, and thanks for being patient and for joining me or watching the replay. Please say hello. Love to chat with you. And my name is Rochelle Smith, and I'm from Stamping Flair, and I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator based in Melbourne. So anything that I share with you today, if you like, or if you want to know more about what I share, please get in touch with me and I can help you. Any questions, you can pop them on here or just get in touch with me directly, whatever you feel comfortable with. Right now we have got our mini catalog and our annual catalog going at the same time, but this is our mini catalog. So this started in January and it goes through to the 30th of April by memory, but at least through April. Yes, so to April 30th. So lots of nice products here, but we've also got our Sale-A-Bration promotion. There is a catalog that goes with it, but I'm not going to show you that because we've had some extra products added into that mix. So we have 22 products of Sale-A-Bration products right now. And what if you don't know about Sale-A-Bration, a little bit of a rundown with that. That's our promotion that we have once a year, and all those Sale-A-Bration products are freebies. So every $90 you spend during Sale-A-Bration, you get to pick something in the range that you qualify for. So there are most of the products, there are quite a few at the $90 range and some at the $180 range. Now, if there's you will be, when you go online, you'll be able to select that. Now, Sale-A-Bration finishes on the 29th of this month. So even though our catalogs go until 30th of April, Sale-A-Bration finishes on the 29th of February. So we've got probably just a little over 3 weeks left. Feb's a short month and we're already the 7th of February. So we've just got a little bit of time left. There is a joint offer as well. So if you are interested in that, please get in touch with me. You get to select more products than you normally would in a starter kit, and that is your choice of product you get to put in your starter kit. So for $169, you normally get $235 of product. So there's two options. Your first option is that, plus you get a Glass Mat Studio, which is $106 value. Then that's added on free. Option 2 is the same, plus you can choose another $51 of product. So in total, you get to choose $286 of product and just pay $169, and it's shipped free to you as well. So you get that saving. It's ongoing benefits as well. A 20% discount on your purchases. You get into a crafty community. It's a lot of fun. Just as an instance, yesterday I was able to get together with some friends and we just crafted till 11 o'clock in the night. We were on Zoom just crafting together. So that was fun. You just meet people, and these are people I actually didn't know until I started crafting with Stampin' Up, and that it is through Stampin' Up I met these friends. So just some fun to be had. So today I will be sharing with you a card. I've loosely termed it. It's a Valentine's card, but it is definitely not purely for Valentine's Day. You can use it for other times of the year, but with Valentine's Day, it's the 7 days away. I thought it would be good to share with you a Valentine's Day card. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. If you're anything like me, you know, I'm lost without my glasses, and then I'm in trouble. Here we are. So I'm going to be using some products from the Lighter Than Yeah suite. So this is this suite actually drew me. I think the colors mainly. I just loved the softer pastel colors in this. So I'm going to be using the paper and possibly some of the embellishments and ribbon maybe, but I'm going to be using some of the paper and I will show you that. And I'm going to be using the Trusty Tools bundle as well. Now you will find this Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper on page 11 of the Sale-A-Bration catalog if you've got it. Anytime you see like it's like a beigey image, means it's got a die cut with it, a stamp sets. So this bundle has coordinating paper which matches, of course it matches, but which is in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. I will show it to you, but I'm not using it today because of course I'm a bit different. Sometimes I like to be different. So you get 12, it's 12 by 12 and you get 12 sheets. So 2 each of each the double-sided sheets. So, and a lot of the dies will die cut some of these images. Some don't, but they're easy enough to fussy cut. They're nice and large. So there's one. So that's the other side. So more simple sort of pattern. And so they look similar, but they're different. So they need to give us for tool dummies who have no idea like me what these tools are. And that's the same as the other one. This is your screwdrivers, just a full sheet of that. Perhaps if it catch the light there, that might be better. You can see. So coordinating colors are, it looks like Poppy Parade. Yes, it is. It's Poppy Parade. So you've got basic black, and at the back of the Designer Series paper pack it says basic black, copper clay, crash curry, grey granite, lost lagoon, and Poppy Parade. So I'm showing you this just for interest. You may like, if you buy that bundle, to choose this. I mean, it goes. It would be an obvious kind of choice, but if you don't like it, you can choose something else. So it's got like, let me hold that for you. Trying to get the right. And I like this tone on tone images, so you get some nice design. This is no tools there. You can use it for anything. I really like that sheet. It's just very muted and it's got all the drill bits or whatever they're called. Correct me if I'm wrong. But just the color is nice. This is the ruler type of thing, and they're just nice. And that's just another, nothing tool about that. It's like the pin pegboard or whatever that is, but it's if you didn't match it up with the bundle, it could be just spots. So that's the paper. Can you tell I've got no idea about tools? But that doesn't stop me creating, so you don't have to create. When you create, you don't have to do what it says. So they the bundle is $96.25. So if you purchase the bundle, you will automatically qualify for a Sale-A-Bration product. So today, this is the card I have made. And of course, I'm going to do something different in a different color, just because then we have two different examples we can draw on, and that's just how I am. I just like a bit of variety. Trying to get, let me bring some light in a bit better, hopefully. All right, so we have so you can see it just says you're the most awesome. Great for a birthday, great for Valentine's Day. But I just thought, if you're not into fluffy kind of sentiments, if you know what I mean, I'm not into that. Like, I might write something, but the card per se, I'm more simple. And I think this kind of fits the brief. If you like something more not as not so much deep into Valentine's Day. So yeah, great for birthdays, great for just saying someone thank you or great job. You know, it just helps those sort of images. So I thought, so this paper is that I keep going to say light and airy, but it's not, because I'm getting mixed up with the flight and airy. It is lighter than air. Okay, so that's the designer series paper we were talking about. So I'm going to show you that. It's beautiful sheets, and it's really my style. Now this is how I store my 6x6 in nice and cheap sandwich bags, the bigger ones. It keeps all the little bits and pieces in the pack, so I know what belongs with what. So this is the paper. You could go kitty, baby, sort of a, you could fussy cut them. You can get the dies and use them, but like you could even fussy cut them. That is a heart shape, right? You could use that for Valentine's Day. Pinstripes, beautiful. You can mix and match with anything, really. Clouds, waves, beautiful colors. I just love the colors. So you can see a nice variety of designs, just plain, simple designs as well, if you don't want all the busyness. It's not really a busy pack. Fresh freezer there, and that's the Coastal Cabana I used on my card there. So if you're just joining me with Rochelle at Stampin' Flair, I'm sharing with you today Valentine's Day card, or something suitable for Valentine's Day. This is a lovely sheet too, and that balmy blue looks beautiful. So a nice little pack of paper would make a little, like, great for gift boxes with like little treats. Would I think it's very spring and Easter kind of colors as well. Would make those colors just really go with the Easter theme. So I've got my little bag of stuff, and the piece of DSP which I am going to use is this one, and I'm going to be die cutting that with the Radiating Stitches dies. And I think I may have put that away, but let's see. If not, we can always substitute that. You know, I have a little box which I put everything in there, and then I guaranteed miss something. So this is our trusty toolbox set. So the card stock I'm going to be using, or I'm planning to use, you never know what I'll do in the end, but this is Asia Afternoon. So basic 21 centimeters by 14.8 scored at in half. Excuse me. A sweet sorbet. I thought it kind of picked up on some colors now. There, so, and a basic white, and then I've got some bits for the inside. So on the basic white piece, we're going to be doing some stamping. For the stamping, I've got Tuxedo Black, and we'll get my book. You can put them away. So we're going to use the same images that I used on this, which is just a paintbrush. So the Trusty Tools is a two-step stamping. What that means, it's got an outline, an image, and a fill-in image. The outline image, you can either use the outline as is, as line art. You can color it in with whatever coloring tool you want, or you can use the two-step to stamp that, stamp that first and then fill in. And that's what we're going to do today, to create a little background of on my piece of cardstock here. All right, so we've got our paintbrush and a hammer, and then like it's the measuring tape. So the measuring tape can go on that, maybe at an angle. So because it's generally like with your stamps, place it down and pick it up, especially if it's two-step stamping, because you're going to have another image that's going to go over that has to fit. And if you are off with the original image, then your top other image is not going to fit. Give that a bit of a clean. All right. So with my Tuxedo Black, I will start with a larger image, and normally and straight away I've got ink on that piece of white. That's gonna be okay. So I'm going to ink up my Tuxedo Black, which is just, let me just lift that so you can see what I'm doing. And I'll start in the center and go outwards. Now, because I've got a few large images, I'm going to alternate the stamping. So I'll start with that, then I'll switch to my paintbrush and ink that up. Now, I will go with one maybe there. Then I'm going to put one of our little measuring tapes there, and I'll put one there. So I'm kind of filling in the gaps. Don't worry too much with the layout or anything, it'll work out. Just rotate. So we're going back to the hammer. Some upside down. I like this paintbrush. gonna do one like that. I'll do a half there, and maybe a bit of the hammer here. Right, so we've got now a nice piece of cardstock which has been stamped. There's no right or wrong, you just go ahead and do that right on your piece. So that piece is 9.5, but I'm just going to double check. So you have a measurement for your layers. I think I gave it before, but yeah, 9.5 by 13.8, and the sweet sorbet will be 10 by 14.3. I'm giving this a clean on my Simply Chamois. If you don't have that, just that's a good cleaning tool to have. So I'm going to take my hammer off, and I'm going to add on the handle for the hammer. So now I'm going to start with the two-step process. And we'll go ahead and stamp it. I'm just going to share this video to my group. I just sometimes forget. When you're in my group, what happens is then you get informed straight away of my any post I do, so you don't kind of miss. And then because sometimes with Facebook things you get so much and then you may miss things, but with groups you can't, what you do is actually get informed. So this is the handle for the hammer. I'm going to use the other side of my point folder just to take the crease off that edge, because you know how I flipped my cardstock, and that's the side I cut on, so it leaves a bit of a lip, and doing this will get rid of that lip. Now I need that. Then I need the handle for my paintbrush, and I also need the little bit of paint. That's a nice little addition. Got something on there. Okay, so this little thing is the paint, this little stamp set I should say. So that fits on the little one, and then they've got the handle for the paintbrush. Lots of little bits, but that it makes your life easy, so you don't have to color it. I mean, if you want to color it, that's another method, and that can be nice too, but this is quick and easy. Right, and this is our fill-in for the measuring tape. So the colors I thought might work, and this is always, we're open to change, and creative process, we can change a little bit, right? So we have Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, Asia Afternoon, and Sweet Sorbet. So those are the 4 colors I've got. I'm just going to move that so you get some light, better light there, I'm hoping. And Sweet Sorbet. So I'm thinking we will stamp this paint. We've got to pick what's going to be Sweet Sorbet. Maybe the paint in Sweet Sorbet. I don't know what they're going to do with Sweet Sorbet, but well, let's go with it. Yeah, that sounds good. So the deeper, here you can see like a deeper curvature there, that goes towards the bottom, but ultimately it is paint and it doesn't matter. And if you mess it up, it's paint, so you can just do it again. Right? Okay, now I'm going to go on all the paint brushes. And so you see that that's slightly out. I'll probably use that as my top, but in the grand scheme of things, when you've done everything, it'll look beautiful. All right. Now, while I've got sweet sorbet, I'll do the measuring tape. So either use the piercing mat because it's photopolymer. I'm just using my really big notepad, which has got lots of padding underneath. And my sweet sorbet needs a bit of inking. I inked up my Coastal Cabana. Remember last time, I think my Coastal Cabana was like so dry. And I'm going to try and get my head over this so I can get a clean image. More when you're doing two-step stamping, it's easier if you can get your head over. It's a bit better. Then we do this one. And as I said, if it's not 100%, it's all good like that. I did it. Okay. And if you still want to get that, you can still hit it. I'm wondering, maybe I didn't pick that up, and that could be the issue with this. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Did I not do as I preached? But that's all right. Next is, and that'll be my like top, so that'll be fine. Now we have our hammer. So we have Asia. We'll go with the Asia for the hammer. That's a nice, like a bright blue. So you could do this as a female's card, like if you wanted to make it all girly. You could go in pinks. And it'll come up nice. Change the colors, guys. Change the colors. That's nice and bright, isn't it? Is there another? Oh, there's just a little bit here. It's not inking properly. Okay, just a touch. And that's all I had of the hammer. Just that's how it happened. Oh, we've got one more guy there. Oh. Then next we have is the handle of the paintbrush. Maybe lemon lolly. I'll see how light that is. Maybe a little too light, but we'll just see. Because the pool putty might be, oh, that might be okay. Why not? Let's just go with it. We've got to try it. I'm kind of going with these colors and avoiding the freesia and all that. Just going with the colors on the I'm going to remove this because I think I loaded the thing incorrectly. And it'll make a difference in my stamping. Okay. So lemon lolly, yeah, that's nice. I like that. Isn't it like, it's funny when you make something go, oh yeah, that was a good choice. Right. That's, oh, there's one more here. That's a good positioning. I like that. Then we get a bit more color there. It's just how it works out. Sometimes you never know. Like I only had one hammer that had a bit of color on it. That's it. All right. Now just to add a little bit of shading on that hammer, I have, I didn't bring that in. What I did, just got a basic gray in just gone into the hammer head there. Let me just pull that in so you can see what I'm doing. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, I appreciate your likes and your comments, and it helps me. And it's just nice to have you all watching with me and sharing some time with me. I know everyone's busy. So I'm just going along the lines basically and just adding a bit of shading, just for, especially in these areas, you know, where there's nothing much happening. So you can see, because it's a bit wide, and it just creates a bit of movement and on the, and that depth, because you can feel it kind of going inwards there. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. Just stamp and leave it. I'm just adding a little bit extra, and that's why I like to show you options so you can select what you want to do. So stop at the stamping and leave it, and that could be your card. You don't have to add any more layers, and just leave it and add the sentiment, and you're done. Card making is purely how you want to create. It doesn't have to be like what anyone else does. It's just what you have time as well. Sometimes there's so many factors that can dictate how you like things, and just do what you like to do. All right, so that's done. Now. Okay. Now we'll get our radiating stitches dies, and we're going to get just die cut the little square here, or rectangle. I'll get my shapes right. And you know what? In this is me. I use the radiating stitches. The heart was from this. Now I think I can find that far out. The heart has gone, and don't worry, we'll find another way to do this. So this radiating stitches, it may turn up. I told you, when I craft, it's like a tornado. This die is set is in our online exclusives range. So don't look for it in a catalog. you will find it in the online exclusives. What I like about it, if you haven't seen it, is this nice edging it has. Let me pull back. Okay, you get some nice reminds me of like a sunburst, and that's what I like about it. And yeah, even the circle has it. So it's a very pretty die set, and very useful because it's got this nice rectangles, and I like the heart, which I use, but we have other hearts we can use. Good to try. And so this was the heart. All right, so that's got the nice stitching. It's stitching, yeah, so always gives that nice edge. Whoops, I just dropped all my ink pads. Lucky there wasn't a cat there like there normally is. Okay, so we're just placing that there and using our designer series paper to cut that. Now this particular layout, you could do it portrait, which was my original plan, and then I switched it, and I actually like the look of this. So let's we can just have a play and see how it goes. Always good to see your options. So this is how I originally was thinking. And I've got this paper is the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. It's the one with the balloons and all that. Oh, I should have kept my embossing, my cutting machine. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to emboss this piece with the stripes embossing folder, just to add some texture. It's always nice to add something. I'm going to put it in this way because I want the stripes to go vertically on my banner in lieu of going that way. This is part of two sets, stripes and splatters it's called, so you get 2 in one pack. At the moment, this is on the Sale-A-Bration freebies, so you can get this free with a qualifying order if you want to. So that's another offering that is there. It's not in the Sale-A-Bration catalog, but it is available now. Like when you go to, if you look on the online store, you will see different extra products were added this month, and this is one of them. So you can still buy it, but why buy it when you can get it free? There's colors there. There are markers there that are $60 or something worth that you can get for free with a $180 order. So like, there's a lot of product there. There's stamp sets in there, $40, over $40 worth. So take a look. There's a robot buddies kit, which I think is fantastic. Great for kids. So now it's not much. You think, oh, it's just a little piece, but just add something to your cards when you have just more detail on it. So for our sentiment, I am using You're the Most Awesome. But you have Dad, and in Australia, our Father's Day is not till September. So if you are looking at Father's Day, think now, it's got the Happy Father's Day. That's something, things to think towards. Thank you. Some nice simple sentiments you can use. Sorry, you're the most awesome. And what I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment twice. So one, I am going to stamp it in black. And then I will stamp it, and we'll work out what color we're doing, because I'm not really sure what color I do want. So ink up, ink up, ink up. I can see that the ME is not really inked up well. So let's go nicely. You're the most awesome. And I just hold it a little bit so that the color can kind of transfer through. If you have got a stamp positioning tool, just use it, and with black just go over it. But this one I'm not even using the awesome in the black. I don't know why I was worrying about it, because I'm going to be using a color yet to be determined color. Probably Sweet Sorbet, I think. Might be a nice color to stand out. So I'm going to cut around that awesome, and just straight lines, but I'm getting fairly close there. Only because that Y is very close on that overlap there. If you can see, you've got to get it right on there. It's just, there's not a lot in it. So basically that's going to sit on top of that. I'm going to say the awesome is going to kind of pop out. For the die, to die cut this You're the Most Awesome in the black, I'm using the mini pocket envelope dies. Now this is another one which is it used to be in the catalog, but it is now in the online store. So please check out the online exclusives, because there is stuff there that sometimes it's easy to forget what is there. There's like even some embellishments and things like that, which is only on there. And I do try to use it and show it to you, but there is a lot of stuff there, so it's easy to miss it. And we do get new products there as well, so always keep up to date. There's some nice stuff that gets in there. There's new products coming in next month as well, and I can tell you they're really cool. I've got my eye on a set there. Well, a few things, but one in particular is really appealing to me. And if you get the starter kit, you can get them too, like now. You can add them to a starter kit, so that's a bit of a bonus as well. So I like that mini pocket envelope dies, because it's got like, it makes you like your gift card holder and things, but it also has those nice little extra dies to do set labels and sentiments, and that does a ball and thing, so it's a nice little one. I got a whole bunch of labels and keep it in there sometimes. So we have this, and we have this, which I'm just going to pop up on dimensionals. Now I'll probably cut this in half. Sometimes if it probably fit, but I'll just put 3 halves across. You can still see that little so trim it like that and hope for the best. Might have to cut a bit into that egg. I didn't notice it so much on the other one, but I'll just get rid of that. Okay, so we are going to stick that down like that. So that's on dimensionals. Now we'll bring in our tag. Not tag, label or frame, whatever you wish to call it. I'm going to cut a banner into this Asia Afternoon piece. So these were just 2 centimeters wide. If you have something smaller, use it. It's a great way to use up your scraps, doing this sort of technique for your layering and adding some extra texture. Again, I'm just wondering, do I put it this way? Which way do the triangles go? No, it's just automatic. They're going the other way, isn't it? Just again, banner. Oh, that's a bit wonky. I do give myself extra on the length. So like if I mark up like that and I get one side long and one side short, then I have enough room to play with. You can see I've gone wonky. So I'm going to start again, easier, because I was off center to start with. And that's so. And this is purely scraps, right? I think it's hard on that white. On the other one, I used the Neutrals Designer Series paper. That's the difference. That one I used. So I'm going to be layering that on that. I'm going to make them the same length, pretty much. So I will probably cut this down. It was probably the same length. So we'll glue, well, I'm just going to add that. Let's see how much I need. Trim that a bit down. Then we'll add some dimensionals here. Put one in the center because it's going to be holding a few bits and pieces there. So I'm going to put that straight. This one's going to be askew. And I will just glue that on. A bit of glue. Just to get it on, and then we can work it out. Now then I'm going this now because I can't find My die is under here. I completely forgot about the die. I'm thinking about we can use this, which is the Country Bouquet Punch. And that has got hearts galore in that stamp set and punch. So let's use a different heart. For paper, I've got I think I was using that same, thinking of using the same paper as I did, but we'll see whether that matches. So how are we going? What do we reckon? We've got that. And on that card base, it really lifts it, doesn't it? So this is like the portrait version. And let's look at the other side. But now, when I've done that, I had this, this looked a bit more of a different color, but that is definitely not going to marry up. We might have, let's look whether there's a more plainish color. If not, the one that has the plain colors is this one. That's that Bright and Beautiful I was talking about, and actually it's got that, it had all our new colors, which, because we had a color refresh last year, it had all the, any new colors that came in. So it kind of covered what we needed. I'm looking for a neutralish pattern, like nothing too busy. And that's what I use for the other heart. Something in Lemon Lolly would be nice. Let's see. If not, oh, we've got this as well. Let's do a, well, that's that paper, the other lighter than here. That might go. A striped heart. So you could do that. And it's pattern on pattern. If not, we might do a plain one. I think it might be a bit busy. So we'll do a plain one and see how that goes. And we might be able to do some stamping on that. So that, can you see my paper, how it is? Alright, so it's not so plain. Yeah, that might work better. Alright. And I think the Lemon Lolly is kind of nice. This is, it's funny, it's a brighter colors on the base, but as I'm putting it together, it looks more softer. So let's pick a stamp set that can add some texture on that. Even can even do that, but a good one to do that is, can you guess, this one to add texture. You'll have the yellow heart, the one with the lines. If any of these, if you're adding like, let's try the flower as adding texture. See how that goes? We're punching, so we could always, if that doesn't look quite, if it's NQR, we can do another one. Okay, so, right. It's tone on tone. It's not anything dramatic, but it's enough pattern. You can't even tell that that's, ooh, can you tell? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't even tell that that's a rose or whatever, but I think it just gives you enough pattern. So it's, but not stripy for the design. See that, I've used that, I think I've used that artistic, really inked more now since, like, than I did that first year. I wasn't enamored with it as much as I am now. So we have, let's put this together. Right, so we can do it like this. And then I felt there was a lot of too much here, space. And also maybe like I had some stamping possibly that I had to cover up. So, you know, you just do what you've got to do. Like even this, like, see, that's a bit wonky. So I could even swap that around. But personally, I think I might switch this one to that side. Even it wouldn't matter, really. You could do that. Or you could switch it like this and have that there. And that wouldn't matter either. So let's do it like that. It kind of, I want to see a bit my one hammer there. The colors, I do want it to blend, and you can see. And I'm centering this a bit more, and I'm going to add that there. All right, let's, I think this one, because this was quite heavy on the dimensionals when you put it all on, I just glued that directly on. You can put more at the base, but I just glued that one on. So this is parallel to this top banner. So this is parallel to this. That's how I've done it. You don't have to do it like that, but that's just my what I did there. Doesn't mean I'll do it again like that, but that's just how it is. Do I want to do it straight? Maybe no. I might do this a bit different. This paper is beautiful. I love the colors in it. Okay, all right. Nice. I'm happy with that. Now, for ribbon or twine or whatever we want to use, this is the one that comes with that lighter than air suite. So you get these lovely, close that up, 3-pack. It's a 3-pack of twine. So it's Calypso Coral, Lemon Lolly, and what is Balmy Blue, I would think. And these are the matching sorry, I was getting an incoming call, and that sometimes gets rid of my my camera. Sorry about that. So these are the matching embellishments which come in the suite. Now you get a lot of different colors in here, which is nice. So you can get like the Fresh Freesia, you get Pool Party, and Bubble Baths, that's Asia. And then you get, what, it's like that's Calypso, but I think that's all very light. That's Flirty. That might be even Balmy. That's Pool. So you can really, it doesn't matter. It will match with different things. That could even go Tahitian. You could mix it up. So it's a nice pack of embellishments. So let's prop this up on dimensionals. But when you prop this up, you've got to put the dimensionals on the left. So because it's going to sit like that, and it's already got dimension, or you've got to double up on the left. So I'll show you what I mean. So this, my left is here, my right's going to be sitting there. So on my right, I will put one lot, and on my left, I will put 2 lots. So I will pull the backing off, then I'll add one directly on top of it. So the balance will be fine because these are already lifted, and then otherwise it'll lay a bit off, sort of unbalanced, and you do want it balanced. Right, so you put that down there, and I could go with this. I could probably go pool party, I think, for some variation. That might be balmy, but that works. That'll work. It matches with our trying to get twine out for the first time. Okay. So like I said, it is my Valentine's, something simple. It doesn't have to be red. You could make this in red, and it's still sort of a blokey card if you wanted to make it. Thanks, Amanda, you like it. So you can make it blokey. It would work well with if you have that Most Adored Designer Series paper. That's nice and red for your Valentine's. But again, not Valentine's. I like to do things a little bit like, so give you some options. So, and I know, like, especially with Valentine's, you may not like, I used to always like try not to do a red card because trying to be different. Okay, so I've just doubled up that ribbon. Take about 60 centimeters. Just cut it in half and then just trim it. And then I'll add it there with a glue dot. I'm just rolling it so it's just a bit smaller, tucking it in that corner. You can make that bow smaller if you want. I think it's nice a little bit bigger. Then once you you've got it right, give it a good press. Trim any bits. And then we'll glue this down. All right. I always like to try a different color palette to what is sort of given as your color palette for the card or for the suite in the catalogs. I think this is a nice fresh sort of palette and takes it from that sort of more grungy sort of, or different. It's not a grunge look, it's more a guy color, I guess, than the catalog. But everything is nice. You just try different things. So for the inside of the card, what I suggest, I want to show you this so that you can do so just give you some ideas how to do the insides and the side, the card, the envelope, I should say. So take your, and I probably should have done this at the start. Okay, so we've got our outline of the paintbrush. Just take any, you can use all of them, but just take whichever image you want. And I would just stamp it on the corner of my, so the card's going this way, I'd stamp this way. So So I said no naked envelopes. So we'll do the same thing on our envelope. Of course, if you're using designer series paper, you could use some of the designer series paper as well to decorate it. And then we'll use our sweet sorbet for doing our little paint and the lemon lolly for the handle. And I think actually stamping the inside and stamping your envelope is quicker than trying to cut designer series paper. Quite honestly, then if you want to do like lots, it's easier. Much easier. Stamping is very quick. Gives you quick results. Alright, okay, so I'll just do it again because I was just a touch slower and it's alright. So then now for our handle, I'll use the lemon lolly. And then you've got it just finishes it off nicely and gives you a beautiful project. And when you do that, you just feel, okay, I did it nice. And now for the rest of it, yeah, that's fine. I layer onto, so I'm matching up this front. So I'll do the same thing on the inside. And we'll do that. Now, do I cut the back of this? You can. I generally don't unless it's specialty cardstock, and especially on the inside I don't, because I'll tell you my reasoning. And because I did it once and I didn't like it. I cut the inside, but when you go to write on it, so bear in mind when you're writing, you're going to come to a point where that little edge is where you have cut. It's not going to give you a smooth writing. So it's going to be a bump in when you're writing. And I didn't like that. So I'd rather have that nice smooth finish on my card. But if you're doing it on the front, it would be okay. And I do it on my specialty, but not on the inside especially. And that is my reasoning. So when you do that, I hope that made sense, what I just said. It made sense in my head. Whether it came out right, I don't know. But because I write with long handwriting, and then it just irritates me. Not irritates, it just doesn't feel nice, and I don't like that. So now let's not forget our nice little dots. They're beautiful. These just remind me of beautiful Easter colors. So, what colors shall we put? We could go the light blue. Or maybe that, hey? Because we've got a bit of Asia, quite a bit of Asia going on. Oh. So I've used the blues. We could try Asia. I don't know. We'll try that. Might be okay. That one there, and then work out this one. This one I'm going to change it up a bit here, because this is spotted, so it's going to be different to my original. And So it's still in your 3, but it's just a little bit different. I didn't want to put it on the spotted DSP like I did on the first one. All right, we're done. Let's see. Let me know what you think. Do you like the color combo? Do you like that, like stamping on your DSP like that? Is that something you could try with the tools? And let's put the two together. What's your preference? They're slightly different, but as in design, but basically the same. Okay, that was a bit close, but let me know what you think. Oh, thanks, Amanda. I'm glad it made sense. It made sense in my head. But yeah, so 2 different cards. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I thank you for sticking with me while I shared with you. Really, if you want to simplify it and just be quick and stick with the 2-step stamping, and maybe just stamp the sentiment and put it down, and that'll be a very nice and simple card to make it a bit quicker as well if you're short on time. I just like to break it down into different stages so you know what you can do, and then you could add the heart because that was a nice easy punch, no die cutting, and it's done. And of course add some embellishments, stick them on. Always add embellishments, it's nice. All right, thank you everyone. If I can help you with your orders, please get in touch with me. Remember, Sale-A-Bration is on until the 29th of Feb. So if you're in Australia, you can place your orders with me. I can help you with that. I do have PDFs and things which you can purchase worldwide, but also subscribe to our newsletter so you can get a free tutorial every week as well. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate you watching. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I apologize for the delay again, but sometimes I just forget to charge my phone, but that's life. All right, have a great week, and I will catch up with you next week.